Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express Online. I'm Bansy, Kalappa. With me is my colleague, Mr. Ramu, Patil. We're following the big development in Karnataka, that is the MLC elections, which are scheduled for tomorrow. In fact, the JDS, the BJP, and the Congress, all of them looking anxious because there is only one problem, that 8 candidates are in the fray and only 7 can get elected. So while the BJP, JDS have, between them, they have 3 candidates, only 2 of them will certainly get elected. Congress has 5 candidates, and out of which only 4 will surely get elected. So the big fight is between the third candidate of the BJP, JDS and the fifth candidate of the Congress. Now, Congress has a very large share in the House. As all of us know, Congress has 136. But now, since after the passing away of Sudhakar and the arrest of Mr. Kulkarni, so they're down to 134. So, which means the entire the number of votes of the Congress will shrink to that number. So, my first question to you is, what is the status now? Because for the first time, we are seeing Congress, which is the ruling party, looking edgy and anxious and moving their entire lot of legislators to the resort. So, what is the status now?
Yeah, these high stakes council polls are being held tomorrow. Just to put things in perspective, these elections are for 7 seats, as 7 MLCs. Tenure is ending on June 30th. Of them, 4 are from Congress and 3 are from BJP. In this elections, MLAs are the voters. In this, MLAs will elect members for the upper house, that is council. So as you rightly mentioned, baseline voters for each candidate to win a seat in council is 28 seats right now. So Congress has fielded 5 candidates. For sure, they can ensure victory of 4 candidates.
They fielded only 4 in the beginning.
And the fifth,
but as an afterthought, they said, let's get a fifth candidate.
Yeah. BJP had also fielded 2 candidates with their numbers in assembly, which is 66. They can comfortably ensure victory of 2 candidates. Now the JDS, with its number of 18 MLAs, have fielded a candidate. So the election, the context is for the 7th candidate. Yeah. So 8 members are in the fray. The fight is for the 7th seat. 4 from Congress, 2 from BJP ensured the 5th Congress candidate and the JDS candidate is the fight. This is also a high stakes election because this is the first election after Mr. Shivakumar has been elevated as Chief Minister of the state. Its election is being fought under his leadership, and the Congress candidate, the 5th candidate, Mr. Vinay, is very close confidant of a party leader, close confidant. That is the status now, and right as we speak, Congress MLAs are in a resort. I think through the day they've held strategy sessions, voting pattern, mock voting, allocation of votes, each candidate. They want to be very meticulous and very clear. But otherwise, which MLA will vote for which candidate, first preference votes, second preference votes. I think they'll be looking at Congress with that 135 members in the House, each need 28, 4 candidates if they allot, maybe 28 or 29 for some candidates like Mr. B.K. Hariprasad, the KPCC president, is also among those who are seeking re-election.
His term is getting over, but they are re-nominating him for another term.
If they allot 28 or 29, 28 each will be 112 for 4 candidates assured, and then they will be still left with 23 first preference votes. It will almost be same what BJP camp is saying. They have numbers, as per the numbers, they have 66 members in the House. They're going to allot 29 each for their 2 candidates. That will be around 29 each is 56. Remaining 4 or 5 seats votes, first preference votes, they are going to allot to JDS. That JDS candidate will have first preference votes around 23 or 24, because some BJP MLAs, ST Somshekhar,
could crossroad.
Yeah, that we are not sure about their status, which side they are. BJP.
He's someone who joined the BJP from the Congress. Yeah. ST Somshekhar and Shivram Hebbar.
Yeah.
So it looks like their home instincts are now stronger
with the Congress.
But
anyway, I think as far as BJP strategy is concerned, I am sure they would not taken their votes into consideration. They fielded 2 candidates. They need 28 each. They're going to allot 29 each, 56. Their candidates secured, and they're going to give remaining 4 or 5 to JDS. Their first preference votes also will come to around 23, 24.
Absolutely.
Congress.
Now, the big problem with JDS is there is this Mr. Devegowda. I'm talking of GT Devegowda, the Chamundeshwari strongman. So he has told Inchara Govindraju.
Inchara Govindraju is a JDS candidate.
Is the JDS the contentious third candidate? So he has clearly told Inchara Govindraju that anything could happen, which is what is the concern. So JDS actually moving their legislators to the resort today, and Congress has already moved them yesterday. For the first time in a long time in Karnataka, we're going to see buses carrying legislators arriving at the Vidhan Sauda. They're going to be shepherded to the voting chamber, where the voting will happen between 9 and 4. And we can expect the results very soon, because this is
True. But like as I said, resort politics is not new to Karnataka. But the difference in this election is, I think, that essentially each vote matters in this election for both sides. And Congress, with a new CM at the helm of affairs, obviously they don't want to take any chance in terms of vote getting invalidated or confusion among voters. So whatever thing, they want to get down to the last point in terms of their strategy, because they fielded a fifth candidate. They want to ensure that fifth candidate wins. JDS, for them, each vote matters because their numbers as it is 18, and you're saying about Ms. G.T. Devegowda not being sure or whatever. We don't know what's current status among them. But as numbers stand, each vote matters to them. Obviously, they want to not only keep their folks together, they want to depend on BJP's extra votes coming in their favor. It's going to be a tight fight for the seventh candidate.
Now, both parties fear only three things. One, a legislator absenting himself. And later claiming that he had a headache or a stomachache or things like that, some health issues. So, first big worry for all three parties is if a legislator absents himself, and we saw people like Shadakshari were in ICU in the hospital. So, some of them, even yesterday at the Congress Legislature Party, not all the 135 turned up. As all of us know, only 120 were there. So, about 14-15 of them had to excuse themselves saying we have this important thing or not. So, the first is absentee. The second big problem is cross-voting. So a legislator might actually be present, but he might vote for someone else apart from what the whip the party has issued. The third is actually mischief. So a legislator might vote, but he would vote to just make his vote invalid. It is almost like a mischief.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's look at from each party point of view. First start from Congress. Cross-voting is by far ruled out in terms of Congress thing, because CM himself has taken initiative, is driving thing, and MLAs, there's no reason why MLAs in Congress will go against the party whip now at this point in time. There's nothing at stake for them.
So who are the persons under observation in the Congress?
I don't think Congress will need to worry about at all at this point in time. Their entire focus will be on strategizing for the fifth candidate. I'm sure they'll be going on that. Congress, I don't think any Congress MLAs will, if whip is issued, I'm sure all of them will fall in line. BJP, they're not concerned. They have 66, they need 56. Even if they have 29 each, they're sitting pretty, they're not worried. Biggest concern is for JDS to keep its, whether they win election or not. Right now, as things stand, they want to win election. That's why they're fighting, and they go make all-out efforts to retain all their 18, get BJP's extra vote, to see how far it goes. They're the ones actually, they're fighting hard to keep their team together, MLAs together, keep that fighting spirit on.
Okay, so now, if Congress loses, DK Shivkumar loses face. If JDS loses, the other Vokkaliga leader, Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy loses face. In neither of this, BJP loses face. Because they are completely insulated.
BJP is completely insulated. They only fielded 2 candidates when they have enough numbers.
Absolutely. So from what I hear, it looks like Mr. DK Shivkumar, although Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy made a statement that we will be looking for Congress votes. The way the Congress has gone about things, fortifying their votes, getting the common legislators to go through the motions of voting again and again, repeatedly. They've gone through it through the mock drills. So it looks like they are leaving no stone unturned to get their candidate elected. And this gentleman, Mr. Vinay, is a very close confidant of Mr. D.K. Shivkumar. So, and this is one part of it. The other part of it is after Mr. D.K. Suresh lost in Bengaluru rural, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar is in no position to take another defeat. So, although the Congress put only 4 legislators in the beginning, as an afterthought they brought in this 5th legislator, they are in no position to lose this 5th. So they've gone through the motions and in fact the information coming from the Congress camp is they're almost 99.99% sure that Vinay will win tomorrow. So this is the information coming from there, which is the reason why JDS is looking jittery and which is the reason why they have already moved their legislators to the resort.
Absolutely. I think, see, anything can happen in politics. We're not sure what will happen. But as things stand today, as numbers, I think Congress will for sure ensure 4 and 5th is also almost certain. 5th candidate also. BJP 2. JDS, I think it's quite aware of its numbers, quite aware of the challenges to ensure their candidate's victory. But any political party, they want to fight the battle as long as they can. That's how they can keep their folks together. Imagine a scenario where if JDS candidate is not there. Absolutely.
There is no excitement in this election.
One is there's no excitement in this election. As a political party, you can't afford to do that. When you have 18 MLAs out there, you can't give a walkover to another party.
Absolutely.
I think. So that way, what I think is, it's a high stake pool. Congress wants to do. As far as Shivkumar, I think he can't afford another defeat. I think going by his style of electioneering, he takes all elections seriously.
He takes them very seriously.
Very seriously, and goes for a full all-hog fight. The way they are strategizing, all of them. It'll be a good fight. Interesting to see how will some MLAs abstain? Will there be some invalid votes? It'll be really interesting. But as far as I think things will work as planned by Congress, it will also work as planned by JDS. Only thing is, some MLAs abstaining, we don't know.
We don't know as yet, but nobody is taking any chances. MLAs are under double watch and no party really taking chances, but everything will depend on tomorrow's crucial election, because whether Congress 5th candidate wins or not, they will already get a majority in the upper house. So it really doesn't matter whether the 5th candidate wins or not, but yes, it will be a severe loss of face to the Chief Minister who's just newly taken over. Whether the 5th candidate wins or loses, Congress majority in the upper house is already a given. Mr. Horatti will have to resign. We will soon have a new Congress chairman in the upper house. So what happens tomorrow, we will have to wait and watch. Thank you for joining us on this program.
Thank you.